YouTube, what's up? It's James here, coming at you. It is Sunday, and that means it's meal prep day. All right, I'm not currently training for any competitions or anything, so I don't necessarily need to prep my meals. It's just more convenient, honestly, though. I work a hectic schedule, so having food available really allows me to stay on point with my macros. And this week I'm actually starting new macros. I haven't been really tracking super hard the last couple weeks. I've been kind of just letting myself bulk for the hell of it, just eat whatever. But I'm actually going to kind of rein it in a little bit this week, start getting back on track, start logging more efficiently, and kind of cleaning it up a little bit. So I'm gonna take you guys through what I'm gonna prep for my meals this week. Okay, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a registered dietitian, so this is simply what works for me. Your diet, your goals, your macros are all going to be completely different, and I'm actually going to make a video about all the macros and how to figure out your macros in the next couple days. So hopefully that'll help too, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, like I said, this is what works for me, and this is kind of how I do my diet. So hopefully some of the tips and tricks will help you, and you guys can follow along and make some tweaks and adjustments to apply it to you as well. All right, so this is kind of a really basic meal prep. I guess you could call it meal prep for beginners. All right, I gotta head to the store real quick though, pick up a few things that I'm missing. Talk to y'all in a sec. All right, y'all, so I just got back from the store, picked up some frozen veggies, some almond butter, some organic ketchup, honey mustard sauce, frozen berries for my morning shake, oatmeal, high fiber oatmeal, some bananas, asparagus, cucumber, sweet potatoes, some avocados, some 90-10 grass-fed ground beef, obviously some Halo Top. Haven't had this flavor before, so I'm excited to try that. The cookies and cream right now is my favorite. Then I picked this up. This is actually for one of my clients. And then I picked up some egg whites because I already have some, but I needed a few more for this week. So you may have noticed that there's a lot more fats in this. There's a lot of fats in this. I got the almond butter, I got the avocado, I got the 90-10 ground beef. And the reason for that is I'm adjusting my macros. Like I said, I'm dialing them in. Right now my fats are fairly lowish, around like 80. So I'm bumping them up to 111, and I'm gonna bump my protein down a little bit and raise up my carbs. And so I'm gonna I haven't dialed in the macros 100% yet, but I think it's gonna be around 270 protein, I think it's like 480 carb, and then around 110 fat. And that's where I'm gonna start for the next couple weeks. And then I'm gonna make some adjustments off of that, because right now I've been eating above maintenance, and I haven't really been tracking, and so I'm dropping that down to around 4,000 calories, and I'm adjusting the macros within that because I want to stay around maintenance. My maintenance for me, I calculated it out, is supposed to be around like 3,500, but I've been eating at around like 4,400 and barely gaining any weight, so I'm dropping it down to around 4,000, and I'm gonna stay there and just kind of adjust and see how my body responds. And so that's what I'm gonna do for the next couple weeks. Anyway, so I'm gonna get into cooking this stuff up. We're gonna cook up the sweet potatoes and the rice first, and because that stuff will take the longest. And then I'm gonna throw the ground beef on, and I'm gonna throw the chicken on. All right, here we go. All right, so I got the sweet potatoes all washed up, and I cut off the ends because the ends are nasty as shit. I got the stove preheated to 400 degrees, and I'm going to cook it there for about 35 minutes. I'll check on it in about 35 minutes. Right now though, we gotta put some holes in these sweet potatoes though, so they don't explode while they're in the oven. So just put just a few holes. There we go. Boom. Some of these ones are tiny as shit. Little baby sweet potatoes, man. So, I don't know how many pounds of sweet potato this is. I don't even know if this will fit my whole week. I'm thinking this will be, it'll probably end up being about one of these a day, or one of these a meal, and then maybe about 2 of these a meal. And so this will probably be 1, 2, maybe 6 meals. So maybe this will be potentially enough to get me all the way through the week. We'll see. I'm probably going to do about 250 grams, maybe 300 grams of sweet potato per meal. And I don't know what the direct conversion is, grams to pounds or grams to ounces, but we'll see. All right. So, got the sweet potatoes all set. We're just gonna kind of wrap these up in the foil. Right. So, sweet potatoes in the oven at 400. I'm gonna cook those for about 40 minutes, and we'll check on them in about 35, and then we'll go from there. So right now I gotta get the rice, and that's next. So this is my rice cooker. If you don't own one of these, it is a major lifesaver. All right, makes it so much easier. You just throw the rice in there, hit the button, and you can walk away, you can go to work, you can come back, fresh ass rice on the table, ready to go. So what I'm gonna cook up in the rice cooker is I'm gonna cook up some jasmine rice. And I'm doing jasmine rice, and I've done jasmine rice for like the last year and a half, maybe. Jasmine rice is it's less fibrous. It's more of a simpler carb. It goes through your body a lot quicker digestively, so it hits your body a lot quicker, and it doesn't give me as much gastrointestinal distress as kind of brown rice or like the grainier rices. So I switched jasmine rice because I like it. It goes through me, it hits me a lot faster, and it doesn't mess with my stomach as much as the brown rice. So I recommend it. A lot of my clients do it as well. It's just an easier rice it just sits easier on the stomach. It's not as fibrous though, so you're gonna have to get more. If you're low on fiber, you're gonna have to get it from some other source. So which is why I get the high fiber oatmeal. It's why I take some fiber supplements if I'm low, and I try to get my micros and my greens in, because this does not have any fiber in it. It has no fat, which is a plus, but it doesn't have any fiber in it. So you got to get it from somewhere else. All right, so I'm gonna cook up some of this rice. We'll do about 5 cups of it. Hopefully I have enough for 5 cups. Let's see, 2. 3. 4. 5. It's about 5.5. I'm just going to cook the rest of it. YOLO. It's about 5.5 cups. So now we got to add some water in there. Roughly 2 cups for every cup of rice. 2. I like mine a little sticky though, so I don't put as much water in. Or maybe I put more water in? I don't know. I like mine to be a little bit stickier, like a kind of like a sushi rice. We got 1. Oh. And I know some people say you're supposed to wash the rice before you put it in the rice cooker. Fuck that. Alright? I just throw it in there. I'm gonna throw this in with it. I don't know if you can see that. Legion of Spice, Operation Everything Spicy. Went to school with the guys that started this company. I don't have a promo code. I don't get in. They don't pay me to tell you this. It's just really good spices. There's some good people. 10% of all the profits go to help feed the hungry. So it's a good cause, good stuff. And so check them out, legionofspice.com. I'll throw that information down below. Like I said, I'm not getting paid to do it. I don't get anything from it. They're just good people, like supporting good people. All right. So I'm gonna throw this in with the rice. Just kind of season it on up. Add some extra flavor in there. And then throw the top on. Flick the switch. That's it. That's good to go. We're gonna wait for that to cook up. Nice and tasty. Alright, gonna cook up some of the chicken. I went to the butcher shop yesterday and got 10 pounds of chicken breast. So I'm not going to cook up all of this. I'm probably going to only cook up about half of it. And I'll throw the other half in the freezer when I get back from Seattle. And so I'm going to use these scissors. You want to cut off all the white shit. That's all chicken fat. It tastes like ass, especially when you cook it. So I'm going to cut that off, trim it up, and then get ready to throw it on the grill. So this is the finished product for the chicken. You can see pretty much all the white trimmings are gone, so all the fat is trimmed off, and so that just helps with taste. It's not going to taste as spongy. It's not going to be as nasty tasting when you cook it, and also it helps you save on fat macros. So trimming off all the excess fat makes the cut a lot leaner, and so you get less fat. And so that's always a benefit, because then you can use those fat macros for something else, something a little bit tastier, like avocado or some almond butter or maybe some ice cream, some of that halo top. But yeah, so I'm trimming off the excess fat just because it tastes like shit and unnecessary fats. But yeah, so I'm gonna barbecue this up, season it up, throw it on the grill. So we got the chicken on the grill with some Operation Everything and some Frank's Red Hot. So we're gonna grill that up for about 7 minutes aside, and that should be good to go. And so now everything's cooking. We got the chicken on the grill, we got the ground beef on the stove, we got the sweet potatoes in the oven, we got the rice in the rice cooker. I got some of my veggies in the microwave, and then I got my asparagus and my cucumber that need to be, so I'm not going to cook the cucumber, I'm just going to cut it up, and then I have the asparagus that I need to throw on the grill after. But yeah, so everything's cooking. Cooking up some of the ground beef. I just put the pan on there on high. I used some of this extra virgin olive oil spray, 0 calorie, just kind of lubricate the pan a little bit. So we got this 90-10 ground beef, fairly lean cut. Been doing the grass-fed organic thing the last several months, and there's definitely a difference taste-wise and how you feel. So I'm gonna stay with that for as long as I can. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it in the end for the gains. So this is what I'm actually going to use to season my beef. I don't know if you can see that. So I ran out of a lot of my Legion of Spice stuff. I got to reorder some. So I'm going to use a Steak and Shop from Weber. Not too bad sodium wise. And it tastes pretty good. It's like ground pepper, some other seasons, garlic, onion, lemon peel, blah blah blah. So it tastes pretty good. It's real good. So I'm gonna throw that on the beef, and that'll be good. But normally I would use my garlic head, Legion of Spice. that's all cooking up. I'm gonna brown that up. And that's about 2 pounds of ground beef. And so that is gonna cook up and brown. So what I'm gonna throw in with the chicken, or after the chicken barbecues, so I'm gonna barbecue up some asparagus, okay? So I'm just gonna clean these off, rinse them off, chop off the edges, and then throw this on some tin foil with some seasonings, and I'm gonna throw that on the grill with everything else, all right? So I'm gonna throw some spray on these just so the seasoning sticks. Got some Himalayan pink salt. And then I got some coarse ground pepper. Oh, that's some of the veggies that I'm microwaving because I'm lazy. All right, I'm gonna cover this up with the foil. Cover this bitch up. Oh, and we're ready to go for the grill. All right, so we got the sweet potatoes. Just came out the oven. These look about ready. And then we got the ground beef. We got some of the veggies. We got the chicken. We got the rice. We got the cucumbers. And that's it. All right, so we got everything all ready. Now I got to portion it out, put it in the containers, and we good to go. Alright y'all, completed. This is the finished product. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 meals. I got 11 meals. That one doesn't have any meat in it. I got some leftover chicken in the fridge that I'll probably throw into that. So we got ground beef with sweet potato and some veggies underneath with some organic ketchup. Then I got, this one has chicken, sweet potato, asparagus with organic ketchup. Then this one just has veggies on the bottom instead of the asparagus. And then these ones are 350 grams of jasmine rice, 8 ounces of chicken and veggies underneath with a Sweet Baby Ray buffalo wing sauce. And then these ones are the same except they have the honey mustard on it. And then more ground beef with sweet potatoes and asparagus. And so that's 8 ounce. All this is 8 ounces of meat per meal. The sweet potato is 350 grams and the jasmine rice is 350 grams. And all the veggies equal out to about 80 grams per meal. So these are some pretty big, hefty meals. So I didn't add any avocado or almond butter or any fats to the meals because I want to kind of have some flexibility there with my meals. So If I decide to add them in later, I'll probably add them in the day I eat it, just so I have more flexibility with the fats, because I don't want to go over on the fats. So I want to have some flexibility to kind of play around with that. So that's why I didn't add the avocado in to any of the meals, just in case you were wondering. So yeah, this will last me about 4 days. Should be good, because by then I will be in Seattle for the Emerald Cup. So if you're in Seattle this weekend, April 29th and 30th, come by the Emerald Cup, say what's up. We're gonna have a booth, me, Rob, Britt, Jeremy's gonna come up with us, and so it's gonna be a fun time. All right. Hope this helped for some of you guys that haven't really meal prepped before. I know I kind of went quickly through it, but I'm always happy to help. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I'm always happy to help with that. I do online coaching and macro coaching, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to leave a comment below. New Gunsmith gear is going to be on the site May 1st. We're going to have a bunch of new shit, new sweat shorts, tank tops, t-shirts, new snapbacks. We're going to have some new racerbacks for the women, some muscle tees for the women as well. It's gonna be cool. We're going to have a lot of cool shit on there, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you all next time.